Hello and welcome back. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, December 28th revealed Charlie tries to keep several secrets from coming to light, so it won't be ideal when Claire catches him at a rather inconvenient time. Meanwhile, problems may be heading his way now that Steve and John have corrected their differences and are working to find out the truth. Things get incredibly tense when Will and Kate cross paths with Tripp. Marlena and Allie are about to receive a confession from Lucas, so they might want to get ready. And more. We'll start this spoiler session with the Marlena and John situation. It turns out that John and Marlena will have a great conversation in this episode as she tries to convince John to go ahead and work things out with Steve. The official NBC description for this latest Marlena and John screenplay tells us, Marlena encourages John to work with Steve. Another description reads, Marlena also has happy hopes that best friends John and Steve will make arrangements over the holidays. Will John take Marlena's advice? That's a big question for this particular scenario. In fact, we officially learn that they'll sort things out in the December 28, 2020 episode. The second spoiler scoop reveals that Steve and Kayla will have a very interesting chat in this episode as Steve shares his new theory with him. NBC's description for this conversation between Steve and Kayla tells us, Steve is telling Kayla his new theory. Another description reads, Steve has a surprise for Kayla and also shares a game-changing idea with her. What is Steve's big intuition? This is a very important question to which we will seek to obtain an answer before the end of the hour tomorrow. It seems like a pretty interesting scene based on what Steve's theory turns out to be. The third spoiler teaser reveals that Lucas and Tripp will get very intense in this episode when Lucas shows up to take on Tripp. NBC's description for this Lucas vs. Tripp showdown tells us, Lucas faces Tripp. Another description reads, Tripp's day takes a terrible turn when Lucas tears him apart. How is Tripp going to respond to this attack from Lucas? This is a very important question for this particular scenario. Here's what we can tell you about Lucas. We officially learn that Lucas is going to make a confession to Marlena and Allie in the episode of December 28, 2020. So, be careful what that could create. The fourth and final description of the teaser lets us know that Allie and Claire will have another new scene together. Meanwhile, Allie will totally encourage Claire to surprise Charlie. NBC's description for this final moment Allie and Claire tells us, Allie urges Claire to surprise Charlie. Another description reads, struck Claire can't get Charlie out of his vacation thoughts. So, Allie has a plan to surprise him. Will Claire hear Allie's advice on this? We can officially tell you that Claire will catch up with Charlie in a very awkward moment in the December 28, 2020 episode. So get ready for that when Monday rolls around. Thanks for watching, bye and see you again.